What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we've got some really exciting new gameplay and information for you guys regarding Advanced Warfare. And it's all about DLC. The game isn't even out yet, but we've got a lot of information about this game's DLC. Now, this is going to be regarding the Season Pass. It's a Call of Duty trailer. I'll link in the description. I'm going to be breaking it through, analysing it, and showing you all the information and talking about it. Some hidden things inside you might have missed as well. So if you want to watch the original trailer, I'll put a link to it in the description. But first off, we're going to jump into this. This is the Season Pass for DLC packs as normal. And we actually got the names of all these map packs. Map pack 1 is going to be called Havoc, 2 Ascendance, 3 Supremacy, and 4 Reckoning. So just like Ghost, we actually have the names of all 4 of the DLC map packs. Early access to bonus weapons, which is interesting. So I'm assuming this is going to be in a similar fashion to Call of Duty Ghost when we got early access to the Ripper. I believe it was around 2 weeks early. So we actually, people with the Season Pass were actually able to use the Ripper in multiplayer on the normal maps. And then when the DLC came out later, it was also included in that if you didn't have a Season Pass. So that's going to be really cool. There will be bonus DLC weapons confirmed for DLC, which is pretty much assumed, but now we have that actual confirmation, and it's really cool that we'll be able to get them early. Now, another thing is a bonus map on day 1. You will be able to get the bonus map Gorge, and this is really, really cool. If you don't remember, I actually made a video a while ago discovering that I actually found the map Gorge within one of the original multiplayer trailers. They did kind of sneak it in. It was only around 2 seconds of footage, but I spotted that it was actually Gorge, and Marco Condry did respond and confirm that it was Gorge, so we did actually know slightly what it would look like if you did watch the video. And now we're going to get a full look at this map, which is really, really cool. Actual multiplayer gameplay, which is really exciting. You've got a nice like panoramic view of the map right here. It takes place on an Atlas kind of Chinese dam facility, and it's exactly the same as Pipeline you would know and love, except it looks completely different. But in the game mechanics, there's a lot of similarities you'll see right here. One of the new things you'll see is this thing such as the crane right here, which looks very interesting. There appears to be a crane carrying some giant tube cylindrical structure, and it appears that you can actually hop inside it, as the player does right here. He hops inside it, kind of like a nice little dynamic element where you can actually boost jump through this and maybe sit inside it. Perhaps it'll be quite difficult if you're sniping people out that thing. And the next bit of gameplay takes place on the game mode Momentum. This is a brand new remake of the classic war game mode from Call of Duty World at War. I've also covered that in videos, and it's a brand new game mode that's kind of like reinvented of the old war game mode from Call of Duty 5 World at War. And you can see a bunch of lasers going on, lots of laser beams in Advanced Warfare. I really can't wait to see how they work. This is the EPM3 laser weapon, and that's of course the second laser weapon as opposed to the EM1. And you can see even more lasers going on. There's actually the Vulcan kill streak, which fires a huge laser beam down from space. In this case, it's firing 3 down, which is an attachment module you can add for, I think, maybe 100 or 200 points. You can add 3 rotating lasers around the original one. So lots of lasers in Advanced Warfare. It's going to be epic. And then moving into more the indoors parts of the map, you can see Capture the Flag being played, and then as you kind of advance through the building, you see this thing flying across the screen. What is this thing? It's actually an aerial assault drone, a kill streak that hasn't been shown off in early builds, but is actually in the full version of the game. And I don't actually know what its role is specifically, what it does normally, but I know that one of the attachments you can add to it is that it lasts longer, and another one is that you can add an actual machine gun, which you will see a little bit later in this trailer in just a second. And but this is an aerial assault drone, which is a kind of a low-end assault kill streak right here. And then moving on, we can see the AK-12 in action. This thing has really, really low recoil. It's almost like a laser beam. I'll be interested to see how it actually works in actual multiplayer, whether it's very weak to compensate for that. But I can tell you now, this thing is very, very accurate, and I'll be interested to see, as I said, how it actually works out, whether it's actually a balanced weapon, whether it's very, very strong, one of the best weapons of the game perhaps. And it's definitely an assault rifle to keep an eye on. And then we can see this aerial assault drone with an actual mounted turret on it, which is going through these tunnels. That's of course a feature that was in the original Pipeline of Call of Duty 4, and these can actually go through the tunnels, and it's actually gunning people down, very similar to Dragonfire in Black Ops 2. It's got a little turret on it. It's probably very weak, and it can be shot down easily, I'd imagine, because it is a very low end kill streak. But this thing is mowing down some people in the tunnels right here. Then we can see even more kill streak action. We can see the bombing run, which I've talked about on my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I post a lot of information and news about stuff, and one of them was that we got to see a glimpse of these, which is a bombing run, which is roughly a 700 point streak, I believe, and it's essentially a strafe run, almost like a stealth bomber that just drops a long series of missiles and bombs all over the map in kind of like a carpet bomb fashion, and it just seems to bomb a lot of the map, and you can definitely get a lot of damage done. And then even more, we can see this guy just boosting around. There's a lot of lasers, even more lasers going on right here. There's a lot of emphasis on the laser weapons in this trailer, and it's really cool. I can't wait to try them out myself. You can see the lots of multicolored lasers coming from the left-hand side of the screen. Those are the EPM1. There's also a red EM1 laser in there, which is the basic one, and the one that this guy's firing right here on the right is actually yellow, and this, I believe, is a variant of the EM1. I know there are a few variants. There's a red laser, which is basic, the default one. There's also a different variant from a supply drop, which is green, and there's also a different variant, which is blue, and as we can see right here, there's one that is yellow as well. So there's lots of different colors on the actual laser beams themselves, and then finally we get a look at something really cool, which is the actual map score streak. There's actually a turret mounted up in the kind of like top parts of the dam, and you can control it if you manage to unlock this, and once you do so, you'll be able to take control of it, and it's exactly the same as the turret we saw in the first single player trailer for Advanced Warfare that's kind of like mounted, and it shoots these blue like directed energy blasts, and it's very powerful by the looks of things. So this is going to be very cool to control and actually man yourself. But this is going to look at the brand new map, Atlas Gorge, the remake of the Call of Duty 4 map Pipeline, if you did not know. And so hopefully you have enjoyed this breakdown analysis of this brand new gameplay on the map Gorge, and hopefully you're excited for Day 0. Just on Monday we're going to be getting the full release, and expect a ton of videos on my channel. As normal, I'm trying to making the best and the most videos possible for you guys, and hopefully you guys really look forward to those. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like rating, make sure you subscribe for a ton of Advanced Warfare videos on Monday, Day 0, and I'll see you guys later.